Hello heroes and villains, welcome to Multiverse. So a question that's been coming back a lot lately is where can we get the iconic weapons? Let's take a look. And who better than Deathstroke, the ultimate weapon master of DCUO, to tell us the answer to that question. The first place you could look is the broker. Why do I suggest the broker first? It's quite simple. I've been trying to farm some of those weapons. Like basically I've been trying to farm for the Lan Scott sword. And I've defeated Lan Scott, I don't know, 15, 20 times already. And I did not get the sword. Ironically enough, I defeated Ares and the Wonderverse bounties maybe twice. And I did get the Ares sword weapon style box. But overall, these seems to be random drops. And these seems to be fairly rare, so your best option at first is to just look at the broker if you really want to have a specific weapon. So here you can see the weapon for our friend, and if you just search for like weapon S, it should show you all the weapons, at least all those that are available on the broker right now. So you can see Aqualad's water blade weapons. Sadly, these are 250 million, so it will be a bit pricey. For Ares, last time I checked, it was like 300 million, but you can see the price already went down to about 109 million. Yeah, 100 million is still a lot of money, but it's less than 300 million. The same with Batman. Like the Batman weapon box, early on it was like 500 million. Then it went up to as high as 900 million, even more. At some point, the people on the trade chat were selling it for like 3 billion, if you can believe it. But here you can see the price went down to about 215 million. So the demand was really high at first for the Batman weapon, but as the demand goes down and the supply goes up, you can see the price is going down at least a bit. For Big Barda, it starts at 185 million, but it goes all the way down to 90 million. For Damian Wayne, that should be a popular one. You can see it starts at 200 million, but it goes all the way down to 90 million. Oh, 60 million actually. And you can see like the Dead King's weapon box, yeah, almost a billion. So some will be really expensive because some are really difficult to get. Like the Necron site was like 3 billion on the trade chat yesterday, and I wouldn't be surprised if the price goes up as time goes by. So here we have a Deathstroke's weapon box. This one goes down to 27 million, one of the most affordable so far. Here we have the Godkiller sword, and it went down to 325 million. With Harlequin's mallet, that one I thought would be popular, but the price seems to be going down a bit. So here you can see the price is down to 50 million. For Hawkgirl, I guess it's not that popular. It goes down to 23, almost 24 million. We have Hawkman, 60 million, almost 60 million. The Huntress I thought would be more popular than this, but it goes down to about a bit more than 48 million. The Joker weapon box, you can see right now it's a 700 million, so that should be a popular one. Mr. Freeze goes down to almost 90 million. The Penguin, this one should be a popular one. It goes down to 74 million. The Sunblade, almost a billion. Weather Wizards goes down quite a bit. Goes down to 9 million. And the Winterblade goes down to 200 million. And for Wonder Woman, close to a billion. Although I'm a bit surprised, we can get the shield from the Wonderverse vendor. So I guess what people really want is the sword. And you can see it's almost a billion just for the sword. And I have to give my usual broker warning. These are the prices on the broker right now. Tomorrow, next month, next week, the prices could be different. Heck, later tonight, the prices could be different. So this is for the broker. What about you don't want to play the broker? What if you do not have 250 million or 500 million or a billion to purchase those weapons on the broker? These weapons are random drop, and you can get them as random drop from the NPCs themselves. So for example, yesterday as I was playing the Wonderverse bounties, I got the Ares sword weapon style that dropped while we were fighting Ares. We fought Ares twice, and on the second time I was lucky enough to get the box. But again, as I mentioned, I tried to fight the evil Lan Scott. I have their own character. So from what I understand, those are random drops from the NPCs themselves. So there is a version of Lan Scott in the GSA Metropolis wing. So basically, about 10 times a day, I log in with my Grimstone character, defeat Lan Scott, then log out, play some other missions, then log back into with Grimstone, defeat Alan Scott. So I've been doing that like 10 times a day, and sadly I did not get the Alan Scott weapon just yet. Let's give it one more try, because why not? And also in this mission, there's not only Alan Scott, you also see Hawkman and Hawkgirl.
So this is who broke into the downtown safe house. Doesn't look like much.
Let's show this uninvited
have you
guest
made a
little Justice
mistake.
Society hospitality.
So let's defeat them.
You'll have to get through us.
Sadly, the only thing I get from Hawkgirl is the Jewel of Thanagar. So it's not, I guess it's not impossible that maybe she does not drop the weapon.
Access granted.
And here we have our friend Alan Scott.
You have come to save Sinestro? His ring is drained and he is our prisoner. To get to him, you must face the light of the Green Lanterns and the Starheart. Ah! The light has been defeated. For this moment only. It will return, and you will pay the price.
So let's see if we'll get lucky. I got the Alan Scott boots quite a few times, but no weapon just yet. Let's take the leggings. Let's reference Sinestro. So basically, guys, that's pretty much how you can try to get the weapons.
You have repowered my troops and recharged my own ring with the terror you helped create. When I find who has dared to interfere with our rings, the culprit will suffer. So swears Sinestro.
Sinestro, so full of it. So basically, guys, that's pretty much how you can try to get those weapons. Try to find the NPC that you want the weapon from. Like in this case, I would like to get Alan Scott's sword. For Batman, let's get out of here. We'll talk about Batman with our other character. So roughly in a nutshell, you have to find the NPC that you want to have the weapon from. So if we take a quick look here, like basically there's Penguin that you fight in the old Gotham subway. So if you want to have Penguin's weapon, that's probably where you're gonna have to look. For Deathstroke, you can find him at Monarch playing card company. So if you're hoping to get his weapon, you're gonna have to queue for that mission, play it over and over, until you're lucky enough to get the weapon as a drop from our friend Deathstroke. So for Batman, you're pretty much gonna have to play the East End Regal Hotel, and you're gonna have to play the mission as an evil villain. As a hero, you're going to be fighting the Joker. As a villain, you will be fighting the Batman. So that would be one option, I assume, to be able to get the Batman weapon. There is a Cersei Stronghold. If you play as a villain with Cersei Stronghold, you should be able to fight Wonder Woman. The Iceberg Lounge is another place where you do fight the Penguin. So you should have more than one option to be able to fight the Penguin if you want to. So here we have the old Gotham subway again. So again, another option to be able to fight the Penguin and hopefully get his weapon. In Striker Island, you do fight the Rogue, so I guess you could get the Weather Wizard weapon or the Heatwave weapon from there. Arkham Asylum, you do fight Mr. Freeze, so that might be an option. You do fight a version of Batman in Family Reunion, so again, I assume that might be a good option to be able to get the Batman weapon. Although we tried to farm it a bit yesterday and none of us got lucky, so I can't tell for sure. One of the weapons that seems to be highly requested, again, is Necron's weapon. And sadly, the only place I know where you can fight Necron is in Blackest Night. Sadly, with the new system, it will probably be a pretty tough mission to beat. And again, odds are it's going to be a rare drop from Necron. So you're probably gonna have to spam Blackest Night over and over and over again until you get lucky enough to get the weapon. So in a nutshell, the weapons are random drop from NPCs, and you are going to try to fight the NPC that you want the weapon from. So in some cases, you might have to switch to a villain character. There might be some NPCs that you can only fight with villains. There might be some NPCs that you can only fight with a hero character. So it may force some of you guys to create heroes or villain characters to be able to farm for the weapon you want. Or again, the less bad option, I guess right now, is the broker. Yes, it is an expensive option, but if you want to make sure to get the weapon that you want, right now it's pretty much the better option.